9 gym machines you should avoid after turning 40. People often believe that all the equipment available at gyms is safe and effective, but that's not always the case. While the variety of machines in a gym might attract more members, traditional dumbbells and barbells tend to be far more effective than most of the complex machines you'll find in these facilities. That's why today we're highlighting 9 machines you should stop using or at least replace with less harmful alternatives. Stay tuned until the end, because number 5 is the one that could cause you the most trouble in the long run. Number 1. Leg extension machine. Using this machine can place significant stress on the knee ligaments and the kneecap, particularly when heavy loads are involved. This stress occurs because the exercise focuses the force in a way that pushes the kneecap against the knee joint as the leg extends. Over time, this can lead to issues like cartilage wear, ligament inflammation, and even conditions such as patellar where the soft tissue beneath the kneecap deteriorates. Repeated stress over the long term can result in chronic knee pain and limited mobility, making daily activities like climbing stairs or even walking more challenging. Furthermore, continuous overload can cause more serious injuries, potentially requiring interventions such as physical therapy or even surgery. A safer and more effective alternative to the leg extension machine is the standing leg raise. This exercise can be performed using a cable machine or a resistance band. To perform a standing leg raise, attach the resistance band or cable to your ankle with the other end fixed to a low point or the floor. Keep your body upright with a slight bend in the supporting knee for stability. Raise your leg against the resistance from front to back, maintaining control and avoiding jerky movements. Number 2. Seated abdominal crunch machine. When excessive weight or improper technique is used on this machine, there is a significant risk of placing undue strain on the muscles and ligaments of the lower back. This can lead to muscular imbalances where the abdominal muscles become stronger while the back muscles remain weaker, increasing the likelihood of pain and injuries due to poor posture and insufficient spinal support. One of the most common issues associated with lumbar strain is chronic lower back pain, which can severely limit mobility and overall quality of life. Additionally, this strain can lead to disc problems such as herniations or protrusions, which occur when the intervertebral disc is compressed and starts to bulge outward. These conditions can press on nearby nerves, causing pain, tingling, or weakness in other parts of the body. As a safer and more effective alternative to the abdominal crunch machine, planks offer a way to strengthen your abdominal muscles as well as your back and core without placing unnecessary pressure on the lower spine. Number 3. Any barbell bench press. You probably know that the barbell bench press, whether flat or inclined, is one of the most popular exercises for building chest muscles. However, the main concern is the potential for injuries caused by heavy loads, which place significant pressure on the shoulders and chest joints. Additionally, if your technique isn't perfect, there's an increased risk of stress on tendons and ligaments, potentially leading to chronic issues such as tendinitis or even tears. Another critical factor is safety when training alone. The barbell bench press requires a spotter to assist in case of muscle failure, as being trapped under the bar can result in serious accidents. This dependency makes it challenging to safely progress in weight when working out solo. Given these risks, especially for individuals over 50, it's recommended to opt for safer alternatives like dumbbell bench presses or machine bench presses. The dumbbell bench press allows for a greater range of motion, leading to better muscle activation and a more even distribution of effort, reducing the risk of shoulder injuries. In case of failure, it's also easier to drop the dumbbells without the danger of being trapped under the weight. The machine bench press is another excellent alternative, as it provides guided motion that minimizes the risk of poor technique and allows for quick and safe weight adjustments, making it ideal for solo training without compromising load progression. Number 4. Adductor and abductor machines. The leg abduction machine, which targets the glutes by moving the legs outward against resistance, can place significant strain on the muscles and ligaments of the pelvic and hip regions. This excessive stress during the outward motion of the legs can lead to muscle or ligament injuries if the machine is used cautiously. Similarly, the adductor machine, which involves moving the legs inward against resistance, focuses on the inner thigh muscles and can also cause tension in associated ligaments and muscles, particularly when performed with heavy loads, increasing the risk of injuries such as strains or muscle tears. For individuals, especially those over 50, looking to strengthen these areas without the risks posed by these machines, an excellent alternative would be body weight resistance exercises like the glute bridge. These exercises allow for better control over movement, reduce the risk of overloading, and help maintain the stability and health of the hips and ligaments, promoting more balanced and functional muscle development. Number 5. Smith machine. Many people choose the Smith machine as a substitute for exercises like squats, deadlifts, and bench presses, which are typically performed with a free barbell. There's a common belief that using the Smith machine reduces the risk of injury, but this perception is quite misleading. The issue with the Smith machine is that it restricts movement to a specific path, forcing the bar to follow a predetermined trajectory. For example, during a bench press on the Smith machine, the bar is forced to move vertically in a straight line. This can strain the shoulders and increase the likelihood of the elbows flaring outward as the bar is lowered. In contrast, during a traditional bench press, the bar follows an almost arc-like path from lockout to the chest. When squatting on the Smith machine, a similar problem arises. The bar is confined to a fixed range of motion, making the movement biomechanically unnatural. This often leads individuals to lean back against the bar during the squat. Not only does this posture diminish the significant benefits for the core, glutes, and hamstrings, but if such a backward lean were attempted with a free barbell, it would result in a fall. Moreover, the fixed bar eliminates the need for stabilizer muscles, as the machine handles stabilization for you. In fact, stabilizer muscle activation is approximately 43% lower in a Smith machine squat compared to a free barbell squat. This can lead to less effective lifting technique and yields only a fraction of the benefits you would gain from performing these exercises with traditional barbells or dumbbells, especially in terms of functional strength. Number 6. Behind the neck pull down. The behind the neck pull down is a common gym exercise aimed at strengthening the back muscles, particularly the latissimus dorsi. However, this exercise can be problematic because it forces the shoulder joints into an unnatural range of motion, increasing the risk of injuries to the shoulders and neck, especially if the individual lacks sufficient shoulder flexibility to perform the movement correctly. These injuries can be severe, leading to chronic issues that limit shoulder functionality and may require prolonged treatment. For this reason, many fitness experts recommend avoiding the behind-the-neck pull-down, particularly for individuals with pre-existing shoulder problems or reduced mobility. A safer and equally effective alternative is the front pull-down. This exercise can be performed on the same machine, but instead of pulling the bar behind the neck, you pull it down toward your chest. This significantly reduces the risk of injury by keeping the shoulders in a more natural position during the movement, allowing for better control while still effectively targeting the back muscles. By performing the front pull down, you still achieve intense activation of the latissimus dorsi, along with other supporting back and arm muscles, but with far less risk to the shoulder joints. In terms of efficiency, both exercises yield similar results, but the injury risk with the front pull down is much lower. Number 7. Leg press. During the leg press exercise, the seated position and the effort to push the weight primarily with the legs can cause the lower spine to arch or bear an uneven load. This can increase pressure on the intervertebral discs and knee joints, which is particularly concerning for older individuals who may already have wear and tear in these areas due to age. Additionally, as muscles become less flexible with age, the risk of injury during exercises that place high stress on sensitive areas like the lower back and knees increases. While the leg press can be effective, it might not be ideal for this age group because of the heightened risk of stress and injury. A great alternative to the leg press is the bodyweight squat or dumbbell squat. Squats are a compound exercise that work the major leg muscles while engaging the core and improving balance. The advantage of squats, especially when performed with just bodyweight or light dumbbells, is that they allow for a more natural and controlled movement. This reduces the risk of injury, as the exercise can be adapted to fit an individual's mobility and strength level, with the depth of the squat adjusted to avoid overloading the joints. Squats also help stabilize the muscles surrounding the knee and hip joints, which is essential for maintaining joint health and preventing injuries. Number 8. Pec deck. The movement of bringing the arms together in front of the chest can place excessive strain on the shoulder joints especially if the technique isn't flawless. This can increase the risk of injuries like tendonitis and bursitis, and potentially worsen pre-existing shoulder issues. For those concerned about shoulder safety or looking for a less harmful alternative, an excellent option is the push-up. Push-ups are incredibly effective for working the chest muscles while also engaging supporting muscles such as the shoulders, triceps, and core without placing undue stress on the shoulder joints. Additionally, push-ups provide greater joint stability and movement control, as the body can naturally adjust its position to accommodate any limitations or discomfort. Push-ups also have the advantage of being a bodyweight exercise that can be performed anywhere without the need for special equipment. There are also many variations to target different areas of the chest. Traditional push-ups work the middle part of the chest. Decline push-ups with feet elevated emphasize the upper chest. Incline push-ups with hands elevated focus more on the lower chest. Diamond push-ups concentrate effort on the triceps while still working the chest. With these variations, push-ups can be tailored to your goals, providing a safer and highly effective alternative to the pec deck. Number 9. Back extension machine. The back extension machine is commonly used to strengthen the lower back muscles, but paradoxically, improper use can increase the risk of injuries in that very area. The problem often arises from excessive load or poor posture during the exercise, which can place undue pressure on the vertebral discs and surrounding muscles, leading to pain and other lower back issues. A safer and equally effective alternative for strengthening the lower back is the Superman exercise. This exercise is performed by lying face down on the floor, extending your arms forward and legs backward, then lifting both slightly off the ground simultaneously. Hold this position for a few seconds before relaxing. The movement resembles the flight of a superhero, hence the name. The Superman exercise is beneficial because it activates the lower back muscles in a controlled and gentle manner, avoiding excessive strain on the spine. Adityoneji, it engages other muscle groups in the torso and legs, promoting more balanced strengthening and improved core stabilization, both essential for overall spinal health and injury prevention.